This is the new normal podcast.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the New Normal Podcast. You know, I am your favorite.
That's just my baby daddy.
Yes, I'm your favorite baby daddy. I'm here. I'm easier over here. I'm with my crew. You know, to the left of me is, you know, a light-skinned wonder of the world. You know, she cut her hair, y'all. If you haven't noticed, you know, she's new hair, new you.
New hair, new me.
But you know, she's still, you know, our food bae. It's our goddess, y'all. Goddess Janelle.
I look like Bay. I look like Bay.
Y'all already know. Peace and love. Finger snaps.
Stop expecting it because it's not gonna happen. Because you looking right at him, I'm like, stop expecting it because you know it's not gonna happen.
And
what flavor is this?
to the left of her, you know, I'm trying to get all through this and everything, but to the left of her, you know, Harriet Tubman, you know, she does have the scarf.
He just started it up.
Right.
Oh, shit.
But you know, we love her. You know, she's a little bit social, but a lot of antisocial.
That's true.
Miss Sophia.
Unless she gets 4 drinks in her system from Stagehouse.
She starts giving out numbers
Oh,
and
Right,
IG
so people
handles.
shit on one of your
But
numbers.
anyway, before we get into that, you know, all the way, you
Hey,
know.
guy.
He's rocking the 90s gear tonight.
Y'all funny as hell.
Got the swishies on.
I got the 96 Martin pants on. That was fucking hilarious.
You know, where's Gina at?
You know, right here.
You know,
Why you thinking nobody's bed frame? Like,
I mean, anyway, it's shot caller right
She want the shot call, wanna be with the ball up. Shot call, like a tell by.
Yes, so you know what we do every night. Well, every podcast night, because, you know, it ain't every night. Because if
Right,
it was
that would
every
be
night,
excessive.
yeah. But, you know, if you popping something, smoking something, you know, sipping on something, this is that time to just get nice and ready. You know, so, you know, we all here. So, you know,
Cheers
with our
us.
vices, you know, health, wealth, and self, everybody, you know.
Clank, clank.
All that shit.
There we go.
you know, his short arms. He's short so far. Sean, come on. You had to lean forward a little more. You got to help him out. He can't even go halfway. Come on, Sean. Do better.
Yo, I knew
Okay.
you started it up for y'all.
You know what?
Right.
You know
The battery
what?
hurt back, bro.
We gonna go there tonight. We gonna go there tonight. So, you know, we're gonna start off. We're gonna start off with Miss Can't Curve, a nigga.
That is not what we starting with. That is not what we were starting with. That is
It
not
ain't what you
with.
expected, but it's
That
what's
is not what we
going.
was starting with. That is not what we started
So,
with. Come on.
you know, let's tell the story what happened on last Friday. Let's hear this.
Dang, put my whole business out there. It wasn't last Friday. It was like 2 years ago. It's like, nah.
No, it was last Friday.
So, we was going out for the homie's birthday. And
Shout out to Pat, you know,
shout out to
birthday,
Pat,
you know,
yes.
birthday boy,
He's
you know.
amazing. So as soon as we got there, you know, we were sitting at the bar and someone decided to sit next to me. And I have to admit, I have a hard time curving niggas. Like,
But why do you have a hard time curving niggas though? Past the dish.
going into the story, so the guy sat next to me and decided to have a conversation. So for me, like, I don't want to be rude, I don't want to be mean. So like, I'm entertaining it, but I'm not entertaining it. So like, say this is the guy and I'm sitting here, and mind you, I'm also with my peoples. So he's like trying to
What's your name?
shout out to Q. Hey, Kiana. And I was with them. And
So how old are you?
Huh?
No, you said no. Nothing. Never mind.
No, he was trying to Yeah, pretend to be the dude.
I thought she was going along with it, but she wasn't.
Like
Over the head.
Never mind.
okay, I get. Yeah, because usually nobody really asks me my age. Yeah, you know. So
Her age. What?
so when
No,
you
I'm
said
saying,
that, I was like, wait,
but
what?
the way you were explaining how he was coming, he was
Yes,
just like
but asked about
he
my
wasn't.
age.
But, well, you said he was kind of noodleish, right? Well, at least that's how he was coming across, right? As a noodle, corny.
But
Up to you. What did he
So
say?
a corny nigga would be like, "So how old are you?"
Yeah, but not off the bat. That's not the first thing he said. One of the first thing he said was, so what do you think about Governor Phil Murphy legalizing weed? And I'm like,
Might as well
cold.
ask her age.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Might as well
like-
ask her age.
You might- like,
Yeah.
how is he coming?
I was.
I
just
mean,
as
he
corny.
was like, cause he was like he talked to me first. He was like, yo, cause this nigga came, I thought he was high. He probably was a little
Right.
high.
no, he was most likely high, but he was definitely drunk. Definitely drunk.
Yeah. So he came. He was like, my guy, your sneakers are so cool, my guy. Remind you, he's black though. He's black. And I was like,
I can't with this voice.
Like-
Right, the voice for me.
but was it not his voice? But anyway, then the nigga tried to give me a dap. And he gives me a dap with like this fucking like rapist glove on.
What?
Yo, my guy had a glove, one glove.
One
One glove.
glove.
Reminds you, it's like 70 degrees out, like 80 degrees
was nice,
outside.
yeah.
It was real nice. And the nigga, I was like, oh, this glove is soft. what is this? Velvet? So like, I was like, all right, whatever. So I backed off. I walked away. As I walk away, I see them conversating. I see, Sophie conversating over there. They talking.
But
They
it wasn't
getting-
don't get it twisted. It wasn't a conversating. It was he would ask me a question. I'd be like, yeah, oh, okay. Huh?
I mean, I didn't. From my angles, I didn't get that. So I was just like, okay, I'm gonna let them, have a little love connection. Out of me. So I walked away.
Okay, nice.
When
There
they
was never
when
going to be a love connection. Okay.
Did you
When
think
I
he
saw-
was attractive.
Hell, somebody. But even if he wasn't,
but when I saw the slide-ins
These things, huh?
and did it, I said, oh, okay. So then Sophie comes over and was like, nah, I'm not feeling the kid. I said, wait, what? But you just did the
Right. The exchange.
and she was just like, yeah, I'm not feeling the kid. So I was just like, okay, cool. So me and Key, I have it in a mental thought like, she not feeling the kid. So if he comes back around, it's time to, push up, be like, yo, back the fuck up off. So, I mean, Sophie, continue.
you
Yeah.
took over my story.
My bad.
Sitting here waiting. So, after he initially walked away the first time, me and Kiana went to the smoking session. And so we sitting there talking, and then we're talking, and then I
Y'all was
realized
puffing on something?
Huh?
Yo.
she was smoking. I wasn't.
Oh, okay.
And so we was talking, and so like I'm talking to her, and from the side of my eye, I see dude sitting across. I'm like,
This nigga is persistent.
Kiana, but he didn't come up and talk to me then. But mind you, 2 other guys decided they wanted to come and talk to us, and we was like, yeah, no, it's time to go. So we went back to where we originally was. Went back to where we originally was, and guess who came and followed?
That was Boo at that time. He thought he was Boo. You thought he was Bae.
I am not.
He thought he was. He thought
Not
he was.
available.
He
I'm sorry.
he
No.
really he nah
Was
he
not available. No.
he really thought he was. Cause you look like Bae.
Okay, so let me explain. Not going into full details about like why I'm not comfortable for rejecting guys, but another part as to why is mainly because, like, I know many of you guys seen on the news and heard these stories about females rejecting. It happened in Miami when these females was sitting outside eating and they told the guy no, and he got upset and started yelling at them and then pulled a gun out of the trunk of his car. It happened in New York where this chick was leaving out the bodega and she said no to a group of guys and they legit jumped her and beat her up. It happened in another city, I think it was like Philly, where a girl got rejected a dude, they beat her up and threw her in the trash can. Like, these things
Damn, a whole
really
trash
do
can.
be
A trash can.
a whole trash can.
Turn her into Oscar the Grouch. Like,
And so my thing is like these things actually do happen. Like,
Nah, that's facts. That's facts.
they do happen, and as a female, it weighs heavy, especially as a female that has been in a position where, okay, I've been sexually abused. And to be in that position, now I tread lightly when it comes to being approached by a man, because you just don't know how they're going to receive that rejection. You don't know what they're going through mentally. They could be having some rejection issue. The moment you say no to them, that could snap something in their head and automatically they popping off. Like, my thing is, it's hard for me, especially dealing with that trauma of growing up, and especially seeing all these things that fuels that trauma. Is like, I'm always skeptical about a guy approaching me. Always skeptical. Whether I'm feeling him or not, I'm always skeptical about a guy approaching me. And so for me to tell a guy, like, nah, I'm not feeling you, no matter how nice you put it, it's still rejection. Rejection is rejection, no matter what.
No, that's facts. That's facts.
So for me, it's like, it's always like, it's hard for me to be like, okay, yeah, no. And then not knowing, like, how he may feel. He may be okay in the moment. Then next thing you know, as I'm leaving out, dude is standing on the corner just waiting for me. Like, you just never know. And for me, like, I'd rather be safe than sorry. So if you need a little entertainment, I'm gonna entertain you. But after that, I'm not picking up your phone calls. I'm gonna ghost you. And then once you get the point, you get the point. I'm going about my business. I don't know when I'll ever see him again. I'm not from this area, so not gonna be running into him at the grocery stores.
So that's what I would say is, and I'll get into that part, because I feel like, you know, you gotta understanding that, you know, the sexually abused part and how you would feel on that side. And I understand, well, I don't understand it, but I can, you know, I can only imagine on that. And only imagining and trying to wrap my head around it, I'm looking at it from like, yo, you just gotta be, you know, observant of your surroundings, right? So, you know, the whole crew was there. And you know, my whole thing is, when looking at things, you have a team around you, and your team isn't going to leave you out to dry.
Right.
You know,
we got your back.
I ain't gonna leave that, because as soon as I saw, like, I'm in the corner and talking to my man over there.
yeah, once
and
we got mad close,
I called. I was like, yo,
real quick. It was like, yo, you need me to come in? Like
what's up? Like, what you need? Because if you need me to step in, I'ma step in, and I'ma separate this, because I'm now reading your face, because my whole thing is, you know, I'm looking at you, I'm looking at Key. You know, I ain't looking at you because I know you can, you know, it's, unless there's, you know, something, I hear a brawl happening, I'm looking for my mans. Right. But for the most part, I'm looking for the females and seeing what's going on with them, and making sure that they always good. So every, you know, even though I'm talking to you, I keep looking, and it ain't even that I'm trying to look for a female. I'm just making sure that my peoples are always good. So that's why I was like, yo, like, when I told you, I was like, yo, if you don't feel comfortable, and especially, like, you know, we're in a like, we just got to be mindful of our surroundings, right? And that's what I feel like, you know, the message should be, you know, for the females too, you know, be mindful of your surroundings, right? Because, you know, not every surroundings is just for the way that you respond to the person. So like, for instance, you talking about, the person in New York and Philly and I don't know what the other place was, but all those different places, like they probably responded in a way where it was, a little bit abrasive, because you know how some females be like, man, get the fuck out of here.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah,
that's what I was going to say.
And
not saying that they did it, but what I'm saying is
that could happen.
Yeah.
And it's like, sometimes, even if you being polite in a sense, like the fact that you're alone as a female, like anytime a female's alone, you gotta, like, I'm telling y'all right now, like, just be very mindful of that, because it's like you don't want to be caught out there alone. That buddy system is like crucial.
Yeah, it's imperative.
Always have that. But
Especially at night.
But if
During
you're
the day too,
alone,
but at night especially.
my only thing is, if you're alone and you don't want the nigga, it ain't nothing wrong with getting a new follower. That's all I got.
Instagram.
That's my advice. Like, it ain't nothing to get a new follower. Be like, you know what? This be like, I don't know if you crazy, but hit me up, DM me. What's your name? I'll follow you back right now. Like, give that comfort. Like, don't give the number out. Just give that comfort. Like, yo, I'll follow you back right now. Let's do that. As soon as y'all follow, take a mental note of what's that nigga name, unfollow that nigga, block that nigga, whatever you gotta do. Right. But just get out of that situation.
Right.
In Sophie's situation right now, I would have been like, you got the whole team. You got the whole team plus more, right?
Yeah, we got a whole squad.
And then on top of that, the environment that you was in, you in the burbs. So the burbs niggas ain't like the hood niggas.
Okay, so my point to those two things, the first one is, I have the squad with me. But when I was abused in front of people who I thought was a squad, and they was encouraging that person to keep going, even though I was.
That ain't us.
But I know that's not y'all. I know that's not y'all. But you have to understand that we this is, even though we've been kicking it for a moment, this is still relatively new. We don't go out every weekend together, so it's like.
Nah, we grown. We got responsibilities.
Yes,
so
we don't be out in these streets partying all the time for y'alls.
Even though it look like we do, but we don't.
But we don't always. But so for me, it's like I have to learn you guys in that environment. I have to now trust you guys in that environment. So for me, I'm not gonna automatically relieve my trust, especially after being abused in front of people that I trust.
Nah, that's facts. That's facts. I don't understand that.
And so, but also understanding the environment. I'm not from Central Jersey, and I'm saying Central Jersey. I'll claim it.
Cause she about to move here, y'all.
She
about to move here. Yeah, she's slowly. Like, the thing about it is, everything about, like, her whole livelihood is moving south from North Jersey. It is coming right down into the middle. So if y'all not, I understand we have viewers all over the world. And we appreciate that. But if y'all want to find
DM us, not DM us, comment under this video to where I should move. Cause it ain't gonna.
But if y'all want to find a place to move, you want diversity. You don't want to necessarily be in the hood, but you still want to be able to feel like you about to something. Come to Central Jersey.
You giving shook vibes. The whole
come to Central Jersey. We be out.
But me, I was raised up north, Essex County. So when we went out in Newark, and basically the hood of the hood of the hood. And so for me, like,
Brick City, y'all.
It's more likely no matter how nice, how I had those instances, no matter how nicely you tell a guy no, once they have their mind set on something, it's like, bruh, I feel like I need to be rude and disrespectful. What if I be rude and disrespectful? You will punch the shit out of me. So it's like, and so for me, when I say you could take the girl out the hood, you can't take the hood out the girl. It's not in the sense of, oh, I was finna pop off. It was in the sense of, I've always been taught and raised how to direct myself when I go out and how to conduct myself when I go out and interacting with men when going out. So now that I'm in a totally new environment, I still can't turn off that how I was raised because of the environment I came from. I'm still gonna walk as if I'm in Newark. I'm in the streets of Newark, or I'm in the streets of Irvington, until I fully get comfortable with the environment that I'm in and actually get to know the area. Then I can slowly realize that, okay, this is
You can say no and that not
and not pop off or nothing.
Yeah, well, that's
Because literally we was right across from a police station. But still, like,
Yeah, I mean, you didn't know that, but
well, I didn't notice. I feel like I've seen it, but it didn't register in my head that was a police station. But at the same time, I'm from an area just like 2 weeks ago. On my way home, I got a text message saying that, oh, be careful because some dude was shot in his face right in front of the fire station. On my way home, there was dumb traffic getting home because they had to shut down.
But that's a fire station.
No, but it happened.
Ain't no firefighter got a gat. Niggas
But
got
it happened.
fucking.
They're gonna hose
But
you.
the thing is, where the town that it happened in, there's always police because it's also right across the street from a school. So there's always police there, especially around 3:00 in the freaking afternoon.
Well, there's always a knucklehead out there. There's always a nigga that just
There's
don't
always,
give a fuck.
but you find it
know?
more in my area where they literally do not give a fuck. Like niggas get stabbed.
Cause that's the hood,
Yeah,
and
okay,
I'm not trying to say like you a hood nigga, but I mean that's the hood, and you live in the hood, and well,
And-
you know,
and that's what I'm saying, like,
you live in the hood.
I conduct myself because of the area I came
Right,
from.
you're
So
a product
even
of your environment.
So
As you
once
should
I
be.
leave that area, it's not gonna automatically, oh well, I'm in a new area and I have to act different. No,
you
I'm still gonna
you
move.
still have that same mentality in other places. But I will say this though, even like the way you went about that situation, it could have backfired. You know what I'm saying? The best thing I feel like you can be is do something, either be stern and respectful with the rejection. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're confident and you're like, listen, sweetheart, like, or whatever you say, listen, so and so, I'm with somebody, or I'm in a situation where I'm out with my girls and this is just not what's going on right now. You know what I'm
She
saying?
tried to do that,
So,
but
okay,
it was a little bit of a fail.
All right, but that's cool. Okay.
thing is, did
but
he
the whole thing
believe
is-
her? Like, you get what I'm
Right.
saying? Because the fact that
And that's why I said
you're not confident in rejecting somebody. You know what I mean? People can sense that. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like, oh, she might be able to, give me that number if I just keep pushing. You know what I mean? If you don't seem like you're putting your foot down, like you're confident in the no, then I can see somebody being like, oh, well, maybe it's just gonna take me talking to her a little longer.
Right.
For
That's
me
why
to
I
get
said
the
be
number.
confident
And then he
as well
eventually
as-
got the number.
Exactly.
So, which
And
is mixed signals too, right? So, what you never want to do.
I mean, I look at it like this too. Like, I understand what she's saying. She doesn't want to make that guy feel a certain type of way because that nigga could pop off. But like I was saying before, like, yo, like, let that nigga pop off because, niggas is ready for shit. But it is
ready for it.
but it goes
I don't
back.
take disrespect to my people.
Yeah, like
lightly at all.
it goes back
Or
to
myself.
like I was a few weeks ago, right? I was with one of my my other female friends, whatever. We went out to a lounge, whatever. We was chilling, whatever. We end up going to the gas station. She, she's a smoker. She still likes to buy the Dutches, so she went, bought the Dutch, whatever. As she's coming out the store, some nigga tried to approach her. I'm just chilling in the car, I was a little nice, just a little nice. Nigga tried to approach her, so she starts popping off at the mouth. Like really, really pop off at the mouth. Now, I'm gonna say this to these fellas out here now, right? No means no.
Right.
Just like
Straight
females don't know what niggas got, niggas, you don't know what these new females got.
These new age
Yo,
females.
when I tell you this chick brought out a Crocodile Dundee knife.
Oh shit.
Yo, my nigga, I had to jump
Pull out
out
a
the
dagger?
car. Yo, the knife was like, yo, I had the knife still in my car. I had to grab this shit from her. I'm like, my nigga, what are you doing? She was like, no, these niggas not gonna talk to me. This, I'm like, whoa, you're going to cut me.
Yeah.
Like, calm the fuck down. Let's walk to the car. Like,
But,
but
you know, that's trauma based.
no,
So,
I
like-
feel you.
Well, that's the next thing. You should have a
Oh
crocodile.
no, because
Dundee
you don't
knife or
understand.
something.
You don't understand. Like there's a stun gun that I really want. It looks like
We
an
gotta
actual.
get her that damn stun gun because
Listen,
you ain't got no mace or nothing.
but it's
I mean, don't give up the
it's not
secrets,
legal
but-
in Jersey. But it's a gun that it shoots out bullets but it shoot out pepper spray bullets. So not only it's hitting you like a paintball gun. You know how a paintball
Damn.
gun feels.
This is blinding you.
But then not only is it hitting you like a paintball, but it's also burning the shit out of you because it's full of pepper spray. So
So you
want
gotta
that.
hit that nigga in the head. Like, you gotta do headshots.
Yeah.
You can't do body shots. You gotta
Oh,
do.
Listen, my sister has her gun license. My brother, he's a cop. He has his gun license. Shooting a gun is not an issue. I just don't like guns. So if I could get this pepper spray gun,
Or you can just start with regular pepper spray.
Right.
Yeah.
Baby steps. Baby
No.
steps.
She says like it's either this or it's nothing.
I think going big or going home. Like
Balls to the
I
wall.
need to feel 100% comfortable. Also because I'm not about to sit here, pull out my pepper spray. How's the wind blowing? Because if this shit blows back on me, I'm finna be fucked up with you.
That's
Like
why you got the
I'm not
lenses on,
doing
baby.
all
That's why
that.
I got the lenses on.
The whole thing about it is make sure you got some milk in the crib. I mean, milk in the car, and you be alright. Just
alright.
spread that shit on your face. You be alright.
I'm not doing all that. Ain't nobody got time.
No water, just
'cause then
milk.
I ain't about to sit here and have milk in my car 24/7 for it to not happen that milk goes spoiled, and then it'll be the one night that milk is spoiled.
I
is
mean,
when
that
niggas
milk might work better. Spoiled.
It'll be all chunky.
Yo, the thing about it is that should be chunky as hell. So all you gotta do is just like use more.
And then you
Exactly.
wake up with a eye infection.
Because then all of a sudden, yo, instead of getting all that burn, like, yo, you'll be like, all right, I'm good. I'm good.
and then I end up with a whole eye infection. Like,
We don't know
Like,
that. We don't know that.
and
We
I'm
don't
not
know.
here to test it
Ha-
out.
have
I
you
won't
ever
be
a-
the one to
exactly,
test it out.
You don't
I
know.
won't be
You
the
don't
one
know.
to test
See,
it
you
out.
need to test it
One
out.
of y'all could do it. Y'all could do it. Let us know how that work out for you. But for me and this temple, not happening. Ain't happening.
Well, look, I'm just saying, like making a nigga feel too comfortable can also backfire.
I get
That's
that.
all I'm saying, because you give him the number and all that. Then if he sees you out, or say you give him the number, and then there's a person that you really want to give the number to, and then he witnesses that, and then it could just be a lot of different things. So it's best to really just be stern in your position, be confident. Don't be disrespectful, because as soon as you're disrespectful, that makes the person inclined to be disrespectful.
Facts.
Because I'm not gonna lie, like everybody gets rejected. I've been rejected before. I've been rejected in a polite way, in a disrespectful way. You know what I'm saying? And
That's the funny thing. I've never been rejected in a disrespectful way, and I think because I've always came in a polite manner.
Right.
So it was just like, I'm alright.
Right. No.
So
this yo. And what's
But you know what? You're light skinned though. You're light skinned though.
I didn't get rejected by her. I got rejected by her fat ass friend. Yo, that was the worst part about it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, we is fresh out the pandemic. We're out, and I'm like, and I said something that was just mad, like not even nothing disrespectful. It was just a regular conversation. I was like, I forgot. And her fat ass friend, excuse me, she don't want you, or she's occupied, she's busy. Or,
But that's
like,
the thing though. You
it's
gotta
like,
have.
yo.
You gotta like. This is what I realized, right? This is what I realized. Hollering at a chick when they have a fat friend.
Oh yeah.
You gotta
Gotta get this fat friend out of here first.
It's not even that.
No.
See, that's the mistake that everybody makes. They think that you got to get the homie to sign off to occupy. Nah, you don't got to get the homie.
Man, look.
All you got to do is talk to the fat friend too. You got to act like you're interested in the fat friend, but you can't get the fat friend, so you just go into the best friend. You got to make sure the fat friend feels like she the most important.
Who has time for all that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, look.
If you want the cheeks, you got time.
Oh, because he's experienced.
So listen,
I've been, it worked. It worked for
When
me.
he be in these streets, okay?
I had no problem talking to the fat friend. She didn't even get a chance for me to even look. I didn't even know that she was a friend. Like I had no idea. She just came out of nowhere, like fucking.
She pulled one of those. Okay, so y'all talking, right? Y'all talking. You trying to holler at Janelle? She pulled one of those.
Yeah,
excuse me.
Yo, just like that. It was just like that.
Turn her back real quick.
But then, this is how you do it though.
You.
Oh, my bad. How you doing tonight though? Oh, you working at? Oh, I like that green on you.
Right.
That's nice. That's nice. But yo, like
she would have been like, save that for somebody else. Don't try to just because you can get her doesn't mean you can get me.
No, she's fat, so she's desperate.
She's taking that compliment.
But my thing is this.
I mean, it depends on what. Hold on. No.
Not even fat people. Because I don't like saying that.
It depends on how cute the fat chick is, because all right, let's call. If you're cute, you're cute. You're gonna get hollered at. But if you fat and ugly, it's like. Yeah, I'm sorry. Like it's hard for you. It's just like being short. It's hard. Your life is hard. Your life is hard.
It's like he said that your life is hard.
So you gotta figure out ways around it. Yeah. So I realize
being disrespectful ain't the
nah,
way.
it's not being. It's patience.
Though.
It's patience. It's patience, bruh. Cause it's like she a little big. Is she cute? Was she cute?
No.
So then you know that she's not cute. So you know she's not getting hollered at. So you gotta give her a little bit of confidence. You gotta holler at her a little bit. Be like, hey, oh, I like that. What's your name is?
Who has time to man? Listen.
Hey man, you didn't want her to have it.
But my point is this. My point is this. More times than less, the nigga is gonna feel like, what the fuck?
Okay.
Right? And then you're gonna get a knucklehead that's really like, that's more than like, what the fuck? You feel me?
Okay.
And then there's, you know what I mean? Very seldom you're gonna get the person that's like, oh, sweetheart, no, you beautiful. No, well, you're not though. But anyway, like
you don't have to say you're beautiful too.
Whatever,
You just gotta like.
All right, what about this? I got one more, and I don't mean to deviate, but this we're talking about rejection or whatever the case is, right? So we had left the bars or whatever, and we're in this pizza spot, and shorty comes.
Are we in New Brunswick?
No.
Okay.
No, we're not in New Brunswick. We were up north somewhere.
Okay.
No, Morristown, somewhere. I forgot.
Okay.
So shorty comes out.
Coming to my hood.
Shorty comes out, right? And she was okay, but like I wasn't trying to holler at her. I said, "Excuse me," and she looks at me and she's like, "I have a man." She's like, "I have a man." Like it was like one of those, and I'm like, "Oh, I was just trying to let you know that you had tissue on your heels."
Yeah.
And then she looks down and feels stupid.
But that's the beauty of it right there, because you wasn't trying to holler at her.
I wasn't.
But she was already embarrassed because you can't replace the tissue. You can't replace that walk of shame that she was doing, because nobody's gonna even try to look at her because she got tissue on her back of her heel.
But my thing is, why was she coming like that in the first place?
Oh, because she thinks she fly.
Right.
Even though she knows she not fly,
And
she's trying to build up that persona, right? That because if I think that I'm fly, I am fly. Just like I think that I'm tall.
So you come across as tall.
That I am tall. But it works for me.
So I'm about to say, so you come across as tall energy?
I be having. Some people say I have a lot of.
He has a 6-foot nigga energy, but the mirror don't lie.
It don't, but my energy. But I put it like this though.
Let everybody stand up. That's a good way. Everybody stand up real quick.
Everybody can stand up. But I still be the tall. The thing about it is, right? Everybody can stand up, but I still be the tallest in the room.
Okay.
Let me drop a bomb onto that one.
That's the energy you're supposed to come with.
Right, you're supposed to be.
I give him that because I would never forget. I was showing my friend a video of something he was doing at work, and the one thing, mind you, I wasn't showing him in the video, but the one thing she pointed out was the fact that his confidence, like, oh wow, he has a lot of confidence for a short guy, and I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, but can we now focus on what I'm actually trying to show you? Like,
confidence is
goes
a long
major
way.
long way.
A long way.
That's why females need to be confident when they're rejecting somebody.
Yes.
Not disrespectful, but confident.
Yes.
but so can I ask a question? Like,
Okay.
why do y'all think it's so hard for guys to receive rejection? Like, why do you think like guys can't just take a no?
How is the no being said? Like, how is it being coming across? If it's disrespectful, then are we just talking about a regular no here? Because there's plenty of different.
My thing is, I'm talking about a no, period. Regardless of if it's disrespectful or if it's not, if it's in a very polite way. Like, at the end of the day, no means no. But regardless, I've seen many instances where it is still respectful and the guy still can't take it. I see instances where it's not respectful and the guy has. For me, because my thing is, if you're gonna come to a dude as a dude and you're gonna boss up on him and get rowdy, you kind of deserve what's coming to you. I'm not saying you deserve
that
it,
heat that's gonna come to you
but
at the end.
expect it because you're coming at him sideways.
Right.
What do you think he's gonna do? We're all
That's
human.
why I asked that question.
But
so if it's just a regular no and something that he's just supposed to, whatever, respectful no, that means that he was afraid of rejection in the first place. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah, he was anticipating the rejection. In other words, like I feel like, so he was like waiting to respond all crazy and get all hot headed and yeah.
I would say this too. As males, we're taught to be like, when we get rejected, we're taught to like act crazy. Like, that's how we were supposed to, like, every time I've seen a nigga get rejected, I don't see them just, be like, all right, fuck it, there's other bitches. No, I see them like, man, fuck you anyway, bitch. You wasn't even that cute anyway. We're taught, like, it's ingrained in us to disrespect shy, which, to be honest with you, as you get older, you realize it's like, yo, you win some, you lose some. Like, and that's how I look at it. Like, I win some, I lose some. I'm not going to bag every person that I try to talk to. Right. Like, and as a guy, we have to understand that. Like, you're not gonna bag everybody that you talk to, but you don't have to disrespect every girl that you get
rejected by.
Exactly, because at the end of the day, you don't know who's her friend. Because there's been plenty of times where I got rejected by
the initial one, and then a friend comes around, and then boom, and then now you want. Oh, okay, yeah. Shout out. Plenty of times. Oh, okay. And I didn't even know your friend looked better than you. Wow, that's crazy.
Yes.
Your friend happens to look better than you. I didn't even know.
Yeah, that has happened, like, recent with a person that we all know, with me. So, I went with one, I ended up with the other, and the other was better than the initial. So I'm happy. But
I win, you lose.
Yeah.
But that to me, that's really what it is. But like, as guys, I would say as guys, like, we gotta understand, like, yo, we not gonna win every battle.
Right.
It's okay to hear, because you're gonna hear. The thing about it is, if we always, like, men, niggas, guys, poppies, whatever. If we won every single time we went out, it wouldn't be fun to go out.
Right.
Like, we love to chase. Like, that's something that we like to do. So if she rejects us, let her reject us, because she might entertain us. But if she doesn't entertain us, she might come home with us. So at the end of the day, be okay with getting rejected, because something better might be coming around the corner.
Right.
Right. And for you. You get what I'm saying? It's
Just
for
better
you.
all around. Yeah.
Like, you don't have to worry about forcing a yes. Like, it's a no is a no. No means no. Because, like, piggybacking off of what you were saying, like, I remember what made me change my approach when rejecting a guy. Like, I was in New York. I was at the Puerto Rican Day Parade. And
Oh my God.
Lord. Ian, face. Why you do like this? Oh my God.
Yo, if y'all don't know about the Puerto Rican Day Parade in New York, like, yo, that is the
Okay,
most.
but let her finish her story.
Hold on.
love connecting
That is the
people's
most
stories.
like scariest thing for women.
Yeah. A lot of niggas out there.
Like, they're not even
down with
Puerto
that.
Rican. But yo, it's scary. Like
Puerto Rican Day and West Indian.
Oh man.
That's why
I don't think the West Indian
But
Day is
but I
that
think
bad.
Puerto Rican Day Parade is
Way
way
worse.
than West,
Yes.
West Indian Day Parade is, but West Indians could deal with rejection.
Cause we get it all the time. Like we get it all the time. But
French now?
huh? Excuse me?
Huh?
You
What
French.
happened? You French now?
Cause I am West
back
Indian.
up to the story.
But anyway, we're not gonna go back to the person.
So, but yeah, so I'm young at this point, right? So, you know, he's like, "Hey yo," you know, better that "Hey yo, ma." Hey yo, shorty, and then like literally like I just ignored him. Like I didn't even say anything. So then like he like runs up on me. And it's like, you're not even that cute anyway, and your butt is flat. And I'm just like,
I mean, I would, tell Janelle to like stand up and then
No,
just
we're not
like
doing
do a little. But I'm
She
not
said
gonna
she was younger,
subjectify
so young-
women
when you were
tonight.
younger-
That's not my goal.
Right.
When
But
you were
we all
younger,
know
was
That
it still the
nigga
same?
greasy.
yeah,
Yeah.
I've always had a big butt.
That nigga's capping.
Yeah,
So,
but continue.
But yeah, so noted, right? So he's just like, well, fuck you, this, that, and that. And I'm just like, whoa, like, you know what I mean? Like, that was my first time being aggressed in that way. So, like, now from that point on, like, even if the guy is like trying to holler, I'm just like, no, thank you. Like, and then like, thank you for something, like, it like triggers something in the guy's mind where he's just like, oh, okay, like, you're welcome. Like, okay, like, I'm good. Like, so I find like saying no, thank you, like, is a really good way to reject a guy.
I also think that like, and I think you and Sophie have the same approach. Well, not the same approach, but like the same look in a sense, where you could say no thank you because you gotta have that like I'm above you. Because there's certain things that like guys look at like I'll look at a chick and I'll be like, damn, like she's bad. There's like a 20 to 30, like there's like a 5 to 10% chance that I'm actually gonna bag this, right. But I'm still gonna shoot my shot. Right. I'm still gonna trying to see if it's gonna land. And sometimes it lands, sometimes it doesn't. Mm-hmm. So I feel like you guys both have that where it's like when the guy, if you reject the guy, they're like, well, I tried, and then just walk away. The girls that I'm sorry, but like the girls that like don't look like y'all, don't have the same assets as y'all, and they reject a guy, they're like, bitch, the fuck? you got a cracked toenail. Like they search, like they're searching for anything and everything to like
tear you down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, what you was gonna say, Sean?
I feel what you were saying. I don't even know what I was gonna say. I forgot what I was gonna say.
It's cool. It's cool.
But no, the whole 5 to 10% thing. I actually never feel like I can't bag a girl. I'm not saying I'm the best looking. I'm not saying I'm this. I just don't go in with that. It goes back to the whole confidence thing that we was talking about. Just like when I tried to holler at Spinderella. Shout out Spinderella. But my approach had to be different. I had to say some other shit. I didn't.
You tried to holler at Spinderella?
I did.
Man, I tried to holler at Megan Good. It just didn't work.
Oh yeah, no.
She didn't completely deny me, but it just didn't go anywhere. She didn't. I mean,
first of all, I'm sorry. We're just not going to let that part go.
Wait, I missed it. What happened?
I said just like when I try to holler at Megan Good. I was like, yo, I don't care that you're married. Like, the fuck? I'm still. When am I going to be in? Hold on.
Sorry, like
A million times
already, but still, like every time it's like, Fred, you really thought you had a shot.
My thing is, when is the next time I'm going to be in the same room? The same section, the same section with the same people.
But
she thought I was important. Like, she stood and talked to me for like a good 30 seconds.
I've also met Megan Good, and she sat and talked to us for a whole 30 minutes.
Yo.
Nigga, you met her at church. I met her in a club.
Yo.
She was looking fine. So she didn't have no church dress. She had some booty shorts.
She was married
Like bad.
to a pastor.
She married to a pastor with booty shorts on. She had booty shorts on.
So that's
it's
how
okay.
you know. That's how you know you don't know Megan Good. That's how I know
She
you
still
don't know.
she was married to a pastor and she still had booty shorts
Yes,
on.
but if you
And
knew Megan
your
Good,
point.
I'm about
Your
to throw a
point.
drink at him. Because if you knew Megan Good, you knew that she was not trying to just because she was married to a pastor doesn't mean she had to change who she was just to fit the
Okay, that's
notion of
cool.
church
That's
people.
cool.
So she was still gonna walk around her booty shorts.
Yeah, and I was still gonna try to holler.
And you still was gonna fail.
All right, I failed. It's cool. I'm okay with it.
Back
I
to
still
shot.
shot my shot.
Spinderella, because this
Yes,
is more
go back.
interesting.
No.
this is more interesting.
Yo, this shout out.
I think the moral of the story is Ian's okay with rejection. He's okay.
Yeah, I mean, we're all okay. We're both okay with rejection because I just I knew that probably wasn't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? I knew, but so I didn't come.
But hold on, like Spinnerella's like 50 something, though, right? All right, cool.
I had a thing for like older women when I was
Oh,
younger.
you like them cougars.
Yeah, I did until
Wow.
until I got up in age. Nah, but yeah, I just told her I was like, yo.
Do you think you have more of a chance now than back then?
I don't know. Maybe, possibly.
Okay.
I
continue with the story.
I wasn't that young. I was like, what? I was 26, 27.
You still, you was lying.
Yeah, she's 50 years old. She looked at me like I was a baby, though. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like. All right.
So she was looking at you like.
Well, I told her I had a crush on her ever since I was younger.
And what she said,
So I guess that's what did it.
I think that's what did it. 'Cause that's what
She was like, "How young are you?"
Exactly. Like,
Yeah,
I gotta tread lightly on this one because I don't want to be seen like I'm a pedophile. So I'm gonna just say no.
Yeah, but the whole thing was
She didn't want that R. Kelly rate.
was on
That
the-
case.
I was on the street where I was like getting a lot of older women, so I was just like, "Yo, okay, this, you know what I mean? I'm maybe
So you
I
was
was just
preparing
continue.
yourself for the older woman that you wanted the most.
Hey, I mean, Spinderella's in the same room as me, and she's like right here.
I
Like,
mean,
she's talking
yeah.
about like it was something for my grandfather, so she's talking to my mother, and she's talking to my family, and she's talking to this, and talking to me, and I'm like, yo, like it's just
So you
came
like,
out with it.
he was like, I might as well shoot my shot.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing later?
What are you doing later?
What are you doing later? You know, you want to spin some records?
She gonna look at him like, do you know what records are? Like, that was funny. You want to spin some records?
She did give me the "you're too young" vibe type deal, so I don't know. I mean, now
That was funny.
who knows? I don't know. I probably would have said the same thing. Shit, it's like nah.
I have a question for Janelle. Do you feel like it's harder for female to get rejected from a guy or for a guy to get rejected from a female? Like, have you ever been rejected by a guy?
When I was like little, when I was like in
little?
the 7th grade.
What happened? You asked him if he wanted a piece of gum. He was like, no.
I'll never forget it because like that's a very deflating feeling. It is. So I
What
can see why
happened?
guys, get upset when they're
But
rejected.
what happened though?
But
Like, Janelle's never a part of this conversation. Like, it's just, it never fails when it, like, I'm sorry.
I know the
Like,
feeling.
we try to have a, objective, but, Janelle just, yeah.
But let her tell her story though.
That's why she was
Let
very
her tell
quiet
her
on this
story.
conversation. Like, this shit don't happen to me.
Let her tell her story about the time she was rejected.
Okay, all right, I got her.
Go ahead, Janelle. Don't let them play you.
yeah, so I was like one of the basketball managers, right? The girls that
What
come
grade
with-
are we in?
This is 7th grade.
She said that already. Yo, fix your eyes back over there. So,
So
Janelle.
we're at a game, and then I thought the dude from the other team was cute, right? So then, back then, like, you have your friend tell, him to, like, hey, she think you cute. And then he was like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, for me. Janelle, what?
That was it. That's why I was like, yo, Janelle don't have nothing to say. That was it. That was a hell of a rejection.
No, but mind you, the guy didn't technically yeah, he said he didn't want Janelle, but he didn't even say it to Janelle.
Right.
He said it to the
everybody
friend.
knows, but so then at that point, everybody knows I got rejected. So I'm just like, you know what?
It was the public embarrassment.
It really was.
Part of it.
It was
Okay,
terrible.
I could understand that part.
It was terrible.
No, so what we're not gonna do is act like one person experience is bigger or better or more relevant than another. That was her experience. She has a right to her experience, and that was horrible for her.
Man, we all had like devastating experience.
That was devastating to me. That was very devastating.
At least she got a story about being rejected. I was never rejected. That was also because I never shot my shot. I was never that one to go.
Well, you
shoot
gotta
my
shoot a shot if you're gonna miss. So
All right, let's all share one rejection. Well, since Sophie's
I
never
don't
been,
have one.
and so I guess it's back to me and Sean now because Janelle gave her one rejection in 7th grade.
Right.
When she was like 12.
Right.
But anyway,
She has one.
It counts.
it counts. Yeah. Okay.
Yo, these guys are haters because they out here shooting their shots left and right.
It counts.
Every chick they see, they throwing their shots at. Doesn't mean when we throw our one shot, but it doesn't count.
It counts.
Don't
It
minimize
counts.
my experiences.
Exactly.
But anyway, like Sean, what was what was your rejection story like? Because I mean, I know I have a few.
Well, he done told us.
Yeah, he told us too.
Yeah.
Well, kind of.
Well, the one with the chick, with the big girl chick, was the one that actually
like, how do I get
him.
rejected by your friend? Not
And
even
then
you.
he got rejected by Spinderella.
Right.
Was that rejection?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess it was a rejection. Yeah. Well,
You kind of set yourself up for that by showing your age.
yeah, I did. But I just, I did some bullshit.
I always like salt and pepper.
Salt better than you anyway. No.
Could you imagine?
Yo, I saw you on Chris. Your house ain't even that big. We live in the same house.
Third girl.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Shout out to Spinderella.
Oh yeah, we love you though.
Yeah,
We love you. You're
Don't let these
legend. You're
niggas play you,
legend.
alright? Don't let them
No,
do
we
that.
not playing. We just
Put
having
some
fun.
respect on her name,
We
alright?
just having fun. We're not playing you. We're definitely you. You've accomplished so much.
Yes.
You're a legend. We love you.
But go ahead.
But you ain't Lauren Hill.
Oh damn, yo.
Hey, it is what it is.
You ain't MC Light though.
She isn't because MC Light is
It's
MC Light.
MC
And
Light,
Spinderella is Spinderella. So keep going.
She not.
No, I did some bullshit back in the day. So for some reason, I was with my mother. I was with my mother, and we go to like the tax place. Oh, that's right. My car was like fucked up. So my mother took me to the tax place or whatever at the time back in the day. And I went to go file my taxes, or she went to go. I forgot, but somehow she comes out. She's like, "Yo, this is pretty ass girl," and I told her I got a son, and and like,
Damn, your mom was hooking. My mom would never do that shit for me.
I feel like I would be that type of mom.
Yo, she
Right,
did
a
it.
wingman. I would be so about
I would so be that type of mom.
I sure would.
So she showed the girl like a picture of me or whatever, and whatever. So we ended up talking somehow, but then we lost contact or whatever. Somehow we just stopped. I forgot. But I went to the same tax place the next year, and she was there, right? And I'm like, yo, I forget her name. I was like, yo, so and so, yo, what's good?
It was God that wanted y'all to be there together.
So she's like this, right? She's like, I think you got me mixed up with my sister, right? So I'm like, oh. so what's good? What's up? And she's like, I'm not my sister.
Wow.
See what you would say. So I'm like, oh, okay, I'm going to take these papers, and you got those papers for me? Because I'm ready to go. I'm ready. I'm just bounce.
Wow, that was deep.
Yeah.
That was deep.
Yeah. So yeah,
That was deep.
there was no chance after that.
Damn.
Rejection.
Yeah. Yeah.
What about for you, E?
Oh shit. Which one?
The
Do
man may be for the streets, but he get rejected every now and then.
She didn't
yeah.
have a sister. I don't know how y'all took that. She didn't have a sister. It was her.
Oh, it was her.
Yeah.
Oh,
shit.
oh,
That makes it even worse.
ooh, that hurts.
She was trying to see if I was going to like,
Yeah.
yeah, and I didn't. This some
Yeah.
bullshit. This some bullshit.
So, like, what
Alright,
age?
think of-
What age group do you want? Like, do you want like when I was a
What
kid,
age? Okay, now you're doing the
20s
most.
or 30s?
Now
Like,
you're
which
doing
one?
the most. You're
which
showing your
one-
wholeness. Come
which-
on now, my nigga.
I mean, we
Just
all
pick
have.
one.
Which one sticks out?
Which one do you? Which one do y'all want?
Which one is the best story?
Yeah,
I don't know. You guys gotta pick which age group.
Oh Lord.
All right, 20s.
20s. Okay. So, me and my boys go to, everybody that, knows Jersey. What's Jersey's most famous for? Seaside, the boardwalk.
Yeah.
So, we go to the boardwalk, whatever. So, I'm there, whatever, and I see a girl. Excuse me? I didn't hear you.
Keep going, tell you sir.
I didn't hear you. Don't whisper.
I said it's
Say-
actually known because it's the Garden State, but
Ain't nobody know no fucking Garden State. The fuck? You. Anyway.
going.
Anyway.
It's a
So,
North Jersey thing because y'all Central South, y'all got the beach, we got the garden. So
What garden is in North Jersey? Y'all have
keep
bricks.
fucking going.
Y'all have bricks.
Man, bro, I was a fact
have
that
National
put all that
Park.
smoke in
We
there.
have-
And we're not even talking about the bricks on the building. I got. Anyway.
Have a brick.
You still thinking about Brick City, which is north.
But anyway,
ahead.
so, so I see this girl that I saw, that I went to school with. So I'm like, oh shit, like that's old girl that I went to school with. Did that, and I knew like back in the day, like she was, feeling a kid, So I was like, okay, we older, I got a little bit more style now too. So what's up? So she comes over and she initiated like, oh hey, how you doing? What's up? So I was like, I was trying to play it cool. I was like, I'm good. And that was it. So then she walks away. She was like, okay. And like walks away. So my man was like, yo, she bad as hell. Why you act like that? I was like, yo, I got this. So we, we start following her group. Cause you know how niggas are. Like we see a, not even gonna lie. We was stalking.
Right.
So we saw her group. We was like, okay, whatever. So I saw my opportunity. She was a little bit alone from her group. I was, I walked away from my group, and I walked over and I said, hey, what's up? How you doing? And she was like, I'm good. And I was like, so, how you been? I got a man. I was like, oh, well, okay. All right, bye. After that, like I didn't know like what to say or what to do. I later found out that her man was actually somebody that we all know, and
Okay.
me and you know, and so I've been here on the podcast, so I was just like, oh my bad, all right, and I walked away, and that was it. Like that was like and then like the thing about it was I walked away and all my boys were looking at me to see what was going to happen. And once they saw me walking with my tail between my legs, they was like, ah! Like everybody was pointing. The worst feeling is the point. You can laugh because nobody knows where that laughter is going towards. But once you start pointing,
Yeah, that's funny as hell.
exactly, just like that, I was just like, I just want to go home. This is not even fun anymore. Like, who goes to the Bulwark anymore? Like, we're so old. Like,
hit your
yes. I was like, we're so old. Like, who goes to the boardwalk anymore? Like, let's just go home. Like, come on.
This is so high school.
Yeah, like, who goes to Seaside? It's so dirty here.
It's something seems cool until it no longer becomes fun anymore for you. So now it's not cool.
Then they're like, oh, what she say? What she say? I'm like, what do you mean? Like, we're just friends. Like,
I wasn't even
like,
trying to holler.
I wasn't. I was just trying to see, like, what was.
This is the thing, right? This goes back to that whole Jay-Z thing when he says a man from a distance can't tell who is who. He said, I never argue. He said it in a different context. But the thing is, you kind of put it on your back. You amped it. And you let some niggas know what you were trying to do. If you, that's why, like, yo, me personally, it's like, yo, take notes. Or just listen, at least. If you gonna holler at somebody, do it on your own accord. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta make it.
I learned that in later years. I really learned that. Like, I really learned that in later years,
Right.
and that made me a lot more successful in my other endeavors.
Yeah, because the thing is, if you go up to if you tell all your homies, yo, I'm about to go bagger, you run the chance of them first of all, they're looking at you the whole time. You know what I'm saying? They're looking at you the whole time.
That's actually happening.
Yeah.
Right. And then if she's looking at them looking at you, then she knows you know what I'm saying? She's like, wait a minute, like, so you might as well just go on your own, act like whatever. And if you get rejected or you get the number at the end of the day, you can come back and you can be like, if you get rejected, you're like, yo, that was my homegirl.
That was the part of the story. That was the part of the story that I kind of left out. Was like, I went and I told him, I was like, I'm about to back this shit real quick. Watch this.
Yeah.
And that's what fucked me up.
And that's what happened. That's what fucked you up. Because if you just went over there and not said anything, nobody would have knew. They probably wouldn't even been looking at you.
That's true. That's a good point.
Yeah. Oh, I have a question before we wrap up.
Okay.
So why is it that now, like, when a girl will tell a dude, like, hey, I got a man, right? Why is that not an acceptable answer anymore?
Because it's not always true.
We know it's not true. Because a lot of like, the badder you are, the more chances that you don't have a man. So, like, I trust that an ugly chick has a man before a bad chick has a man.
Wait, make that make sense.
Make that make sense. Do you understand what I'm saying, or do you?
Sort of.
All right, so
Don't try to say sort of so he can
I see
feel.
where he's getting at.
Is he trying to say, like, okay, the ugly chick is less likely to lie? Is that what you're saying? Because then that makes sense.
Well, if an ugly chick ain't getting bagged like that,
She's not gonna lie.
if she really gets, she's not gonna lie. She's probably really bagged.
yes.
She's gonna say she got a man.
So-
Okay.
So-
yeah, that's what
If
you
you don't
were
got a-
saying before.
That's not what you were saying before.
Oh, that's not.
No.
You saying an ugly chick would have a man, but he didn't say, like, it wasn't the lie part. He was just basically, to us, it came off as if ugly chick get men and then pretty chick don't get no men.
All right, so let's look at some facts right now, right? Let's look at some of your friends. let's really look at some of our friends right now. So we all know what our bad looking friends look like and our not so cute looking friends look like, right? Our not so cute looking friends are looking more successful now than our bad friends right now.
What?
I don't agree.
And,
I have some. Sorry, excuse me. My bad. Edit that out. I have some. I know, like, especially one in particular. This is bad. The fact that she is still single at this point is like,
alarming.
That's my point.
But my thing is, I also know some that are, not to her caliber, that are still single. So
What I'm saying is right now, the badder ones right now, right? I'm not saying all bad chicks, but I'm saying most of the bad chicks that we know that are in our friend circles or whatever, or in our associate circles, whatever, they're most likely single.
I feel like we gotta make this an episode. The question I have in my head, we gotta make an episode.
Cool. But from my standpoint, like I know from the ones that are just so or just, cute, whatever, they are the ones that they're married or in a long-term relationships and this, that, the other. The ones that are very, very bad, that are like supermodel, this, that, the other, they are still single. They are still single.
Yeah, we're gonna have to unpack that another time.
That's exactly what I want to do for next time. We definitely need to unpack that because now I'm intrigued, and
I just want you to observe your own friend circle. I just want you to really observe your own friend circle,
No,
like female wise.
I don't see it in all of them, but there are certain ones like okay.
Me and Sean have to be the judge of the badness. Like the level of 1 to 10, how bad are they? Because females, when they judge their friends, the badness, I'm sorry. I think all your friends
I
are
was
cute.
literally about to say that. Like
Right.
all the ones I know, like shout out to y'all some fine ass.
Yeah, are.
Y'all bad
Y'all
for
are.
real.
Y'all
She
bad.
lying.
I'm sorry. I can't got one
I'm
of
just
these
trying to be
chicks.
nice and shit.
It's not even. I will say, I just don't feel comfortable hanging out with. It's not that I don't feel comfortable hanging out with ugly chicks, but it's just that like
You gotta no. Let's call facts. We all have an ugly friend. We all have an ugly. See, for guys, it's easier for us to call it, yo, nigga, you ugly as shit.
Right.
But for females, y'all can't call out. You can't say,
call out
yeah,
ugliness.
no.
It's harsh.
Y'all gonna say all your friends are cute, and it's cool. It's
Putting
cool,
me
and I
around the fire.
my
support.
chick's bad. Listen,
I support I support you saying all your friends are cute. I really do, cause you know what, y'all gotta be a team.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta be a team.
So are you playing that Nia Long role in Friday? Talking about your friends like Janet Jackson, but she really look like Freddie Jackson.
now, that was a stretch.
But Andell wasn't even that bad though.
Nah, she was
Andell,
just big
But
and
to
she
say
took
she
a-
looked
she
like
took that-
Janet
she
Jackson,
took a hat
come
off
on
and
now.
had-
she had the Janet Jackson braids.
Under
Until
the
she took
hat.
off.
She was like, my head itched.
Yo.
And the whole, no, come on now. The braids was attached to the hat.
Word. And she farted getting out the car.
Hey man, she want to show how that stank do.
No, but my thing is, I'm not gonna sit there. If I'm trying to put one of my female friends on, I'm gonna show, because I believe that like beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So what's beautiful to me may not be what's beautiful
So
to
you
you.
gonna show a picture.
So I'm gonna show a picture so you can
respect.
determine for yourself.
I like that.
I'm not gonna sit there and be like, sis look like Janet Jackson and it's Andell. Like, come on now.
Wait, yo, matter of fact, RP and Dell.
No,
Yeah,
disrespect
armpit.
that. But
Like
I'm
I
just saying,
said,
that's
Andell
two
wasn't
different
bad to
people.
me. I would have.
Yes.
Shit.
I'm not
Andell
saying,
was
I'm
bad
not
to
saying
me.
she was ugly, but I'm
back
just saying
then.
they're two
We all have
different
our
people.
preferences, you know?
They're two different people. Like two different body
Wow.
types, two different skin complexion. They're two different hair types. Is two different people. So someone is going in with the expectation of one thing, and then when they get something else, they automatically gonna see that they're gonna see Andell as unattractive because they had their mindset on the Janet Jackson.
Well, they're
don't
gonna
get to
see, and
Andell
no.
for
The whole
Andell.
thing. The first of all, to me, I didn't see Friday till after Moesha, right? So I already looked at Andell as like, Andell, she a little older, but she, when she was younger, I probably would, try to slide in that shit. So when I saw Friday,
You really felt that way?
I mean, back then, yeah, like she wasn't. Andell's not ugly.
No, I'm not saying she's ugly.
Like she's just a little bit big bone. Like, and my thing is this.
He doesn't discriminate.
I don't
You
discriminate.
should be
Like
the last one to discriminate.
that's what I don't know what that's supposed to mean. I could discriminate if I want to discriminate, but
Not someone that's 2-2, okay? Come
hey
on now.
man.
You're not allowed to, my friend.
But you know what though?
Don't go there.
I got a strong back, right? So this 2-2 can pick up
Can we mute
a
his mic?
6'5".
Can we mute
Real
his
quick.
mic? Can we mute his mic?
Real quick. I'm just saying that.
His
Yo.
back
So
is
anybody that's 6'5" that want to jump on this, we can do this shit right now.
Yeah, ride this short ride.
You can ride this.
This.
It ain't gonna be short. It's gonna be long. Yes.
Very uncomfortable for our ears. Like,
But anyway. But nah, on some real shit. I thought I didn't think that Endel was ugly. I thought Endel was cute. So when I saw Fridays and they were trying to, Friday when they was trying to play, I was like, yo, what? They gave her a gold tooth and shit, but I still,
yeah, but my thing is, I'm not saying that Endel isn't attractive. I'm just saying if you're going into the mindset of one,
but that's
you're
what
not
they
gonna
was trying
attract the other.
to. But at the same time, they were, back in the 90s, whatever. If they were, dark skinned, they was ugly. If they was big, they was ugly. They, you had to fit a certain.
They stereotype.
Yeah, they stereotype. So I understand that. I understood that. So
It's the same for men, dark and handsome.
It's just the fact that
I mean, light skins was still the if you was Will
but
Smith
it
and
was-
shit, you wasn't going for Martin.
Luckily, I'm not light
This is Will Smith and Martin right here.
This is more of a ludicrous.
Oh my goodness.
Yo, you on fire.
Sophie is hilarious. Yo, I commend her. Yo, you funny as fuck.
Sophie.
I'm just saying,
I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready.
Hey, look.
I
I'm just
wasn't
saying,
ready.
but I can't come for Sean because Sean would rip me.
No, I actually that was good. That was really good.
But if I would have said it, then he would have ripped me.
I'm saying.
Ain't nobody ready
I
for
wasn't
Sean
ready.
comeback.
I just wasn't
I
ready.
wasn't either. That's why this is so funny.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that light skin was also in, but there still was the they really pushed the tall, dark, and handsome.
No, they
What?
didn't.
Denzel?
Denzel is an anomaly.
More Chestnut.
Tall, dark, and handsome. If you was to watch, what type of man do you want?
You talking
Tall,
about the
dark,
Wood?
And handsome.
You giving two examples Hollywood pushed light skinned niggas so
Around
much.
What time though? Because I feel like now
What?
I feel like they push.
Mario Van Peebles, Will Smith, light skinned niggas. The thing about it was light skinned niggas was.
I feel like in the 80s, if you go back,
80s, 90s, it was till the late 2000s.
It was a thing. Tall, dark, and handsome.
No, the dark thing was.
We not gonna argue.
The dark thing was if you was hood, you had to be hood. You had to be hood, and that's when you was like, look at that nigga. You had to be a Tyrese and Baby Boy.
But he was not hood.
But still,
not Baby Boy.
I mean, he tried. He tried.
Yeah, he tried.
That nigga had no job.
That was his hood.
Rode a bike.
Let's wrap this up because we went way.
Yeah, we did. I mean, we could go on and on and on.
Y'all niggas let it talk.
I mean, we love to talk when we have something to talk about, but when people can't relate, it just becomes a long episode. Exactly. When niggas, I'm getting rejected right now, trying to touch her. But yeah, it's all right. I still love you. We love each other.
This is a new normal podcast.
Sophie, plug up socials.
At at The New Normal. Go on IG, you'll find our link tree where it has literally everything. I say it every week, but you know, we just need you guys to help us grow. Like, in all honesty, we rely on you guys to help us grow, but as we grow, we want you guys to grow with us. So if you have a small business, DM us. We will be gladly to promote your business. Send us some merch and we'll promote it. If you have anything that you want us to talk about, you have some questions, you know, you going through some situation, you have a sneaky link that's acting crazy, and you want us to talk about it, we'll keep you anonymous, we'll talk about it. Just slide at The New Normal.
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
Comment, subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Comment, subscribe, and share.
Yes, and share. And thank you for listening, everybody. And this is
the New Normal Podcast.